Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak part whatever it's called.
Here goes.
I think we're on 80.
All you on yes.
We're fighting the terrorist leader who are they're doing their thing.
I'll remember this.
They're trying their best, and you know, you gotta respect that. I don't know if we should use all our CP.
Going all in.
Because they are like almost dead, but...
Don't stop
I'll be
now.
quick. Now or never.
I kinda don't... Well, okay.
Shoot it!
Ow.
I don't want to commit more CP than I need to. We're done for. Long live the Republic, but like only the bad part. They're down for the count. Could have gone for more of a challenge, to be honest. Genesis still hasn't reacted so far, so this is all completely and totally unimportant. Does that mean there's no corrosion going on? It's difficult to say. There may not have been all their surviving members. Well, I mean, shouldn't we be looking for people who wouldn't normally attack the Grand Prix if we're looking for corrosion? But now, let's go hand these guys over to Ren. At that same time, the CID apprehended a separate unit of the True Grievance Brigade. When combined with the one Van's team had captured, all remnants of the group were accounted for and in custody. Thus did the brigade's plan to interfere with the Z1 Grand Prix and negotiate the release of their comrades skid to a halt. And then Maxim's like, I am the true terrorist! You know, something just completely stupid. Well, that takes care of the terrorists. So what now? Keep the investigation here and move somewhere else entirely. Good question. I'm still getting a whiff of something suspicious. Ah, the plot. It begins. The Genesis! It's reacting, so we're on the right track. At the very least, we need to stay sharp until the race is over and done with. Shall we take another turn through the stands and garages? Anywhere else we can think of while we're at it. Poking around blindly irks me a bit, but I suppose it's the best we can do right now. At 2 p.m. the race will begin. Having flushed out the terrorists, Van and company continue their investigation with a wary eye. What do you think Aaron's saying right there? Wrong answers only.
And the cars are off!
With no suspicious activity to be found, the Z1 Grand Prix went on as scheduled. Maybe I should turn into an angel. As the group remained vigilant, the race plowed ahead with a number of dramatic developments along the way. In the end, it was a showdown between Maxim and Aslan in a fierce, fervent bid for first place. While keeping in touch with the CID, Van and the others elected to watch the deciding moment from the stands when they both get blown up, and then Leno stays winning, baby! At long last, the race entered its final leg.
And we're down to the final lap. Who will bring home the glory? The Red Comet or our new rising star?
Dude, that was crazy!
It all comes down to this.
Yo, why did we do the previous 2 hours then? No offense.
We'll know the winner soon enough.
Will Maxim hold on to his lead, or will Aslan pull out in front?
I mean, like, I don't know, because I'm just not like a racing dude, but there is an element, that's one thing that's always kind of been, maybe that's like my biggest barrier, is that like, I get why they're long on like a theoretical level, but I just feel like watching it would be really boring for most of it, because it doesn't matter unless somebody like crashes out.
I'm on the edge of my seat here.
Who knew a bunch of guys driving in circles could hook you in like this? I find myself unable to tear my eyes away.
Same here. Even I'm starting to feel anxious.
In all my years of watching the Z1, I can't remember the last time things were this hotly contested.
That's saying something coming from you. This is a dead heat for the history books.
You can do it, Maxim.
Just one more push. The finish line is right in your reach.
If he clinches this, he'll have a four-peat. Not that that means I'll forgive him.
Well, obviously not. Him being good at racing has nothing to do with him as a person. Now, do I think they should be as mad as him as they are? Probably not, but...
Ooh, a last-minute maneuver.
Gonna smash him into the wall, because he's evil. Oh.
Talk about a photo finish.
I mean, he should be fine. Those things are pretty safe. Yeah, the explosions maybe a bit... Oh, okay.
Maxim?
Good goddess.
Maxim?
Sorry. Anya's doesn't care about Maxim that much, so it's actually canon. The story continues as normal. Yep. An explosion kills both Maxim and Aslan. Yep. Yep. True that, partner. True that. Take me back. Take me back to the fucking start. Don't worry about it. Should we do our job? Maybe we'll do our job this time. That takes care of the terrorists. So what now? Keep it the investigation? Getting a whiff of something suspicious. Ah! This feeling. Investigate the explosion. What explosion? Y'all remember what just happened? The explosion, I mean? Going through another rewind. I can sense it. Yeah, so how do we turn the terrorists over to Ren? But more to the point. Can't let that tragedy play out again. No, sure, let's pull ourselves together and get to it. In order to do so, we need a firm grasp on what actually happened. An explosion on that scale couldn't have been just a simple crash. I'm of the same mind. In all probability, one of the Z1 cars had some manner of explosive attached to it. No way! But who would do that? We've already caught all the terrorists. More remnants for one, or perhaps a more reasonable theory is they have a collaborator. Or, you know, don't try and apply logic because it's fucking mind control. It doesn't... Literally, it doesn't need to make sense. It could be Yume could be the fucking killer, for all we know. Like, it literally, the way the plot mechanic works is that it doesn't have to make sense. Or, like, it wouldn't make sense. If it was even slightly plausible, they wouldn't have to use the mind control. That was the way I saw it, too. About this whole rewinding business, though. What a profoundly fascinating experiment. I have a sneaking feeling that I've gone through this someplace before. Don't tell me she remembers the poison gas incident on the Myth Island. Well, I mean, why wouldn't she? I don't know how it works. Feels like getting tossed in a washing machine if I'm being real. Back on topic. It's a safe bet that Aslan's car is the one carrying the explosive. And Maxim was unlucky enough to get caught up in it too. I mean, realistically, there's no reason why she shouldn't remember the Myth Island thing if she remembers it this time. Like, I don't... You know, it's another, how does it even pick who gets to remember and who doesn't? Let's make our way over to Ingrid's garage. I do need one of these to, like, somebody dies and Anya doesn't give a shit about him, so it doesn't do the rewind. That's what I need, man. Subvert my expectations. We'll give Ren and Maxim a heads up so they can run interference for us. It's Route B, it's the Grand Circuit. Tragedy? Well, the tragedy already happened. I understand the situation. We already performed an inspection on the car for bringing it in. I'm fairly certain there are no issues to be found. It's me, Evil Aslan. Maybe so, but this is a request from the CID. Not to mention Maxim is worried for us too. I'd really put me at ease if you could clear this up. Well, if you insist, I suppose it's fine. Not to worry, this will take no time at all. Aslan's just as good a guy as we heard. Did you look at his face? Dude, sponsored by Big Burger, man. They're evil. You know Big Burger's always doing this shit. I'm glad he was willing to vouch for us. Until I got all the other, it's just wasabi. Rodney, what are you doing here? I thought the final checks were finished already. Ain't that sketchy? Excuse me a sec. Ah! Hey, no need to rough up our mechanic. Of all the lousy timing. You're not Rodney. What in the blazes? It's just me. Have we seen this guy mug before? Oh, is that Jacobin? If I squint just right, yeah. He appears to have trimmed up a tad since our last encounter. There's some dedicated camouflage. Wasn't enough to pull the wool over our eyes. There's a joke to be made. He's the one who caused a stir over in Arasion, the anti-immigration activist Jacobin. And let's tear off his face and see what's really under there. Grrr. Didn't think he had the cojones to strut out in the open. You're that infernal spriggan! Fool me once, shame on you, but twice? Van, I found the bomb. It was wedged in the gap underneath the engine cover. Nice work, Catcher. I almost drove out with that. But, I mean, it makes more sense for Aslan to be the one who was because I mean he like crashed into him, you know, like more so than is normal. Because I mean he flipped him over first, then exploded. Like that seemed like intentional. And so the miniature explosive attached to Aslan's Z1 race car was safely removed. The real mechanic whom Jacobin had knocked out and tied up was then found unharmed. From there, the Z1 Grand Prix kicked off once more. The competition heated up more than ever, and then they exploded anyway! Turns out Maxim's mechanic was also evil.
This time, it's Maxim tailing after Aslan.
And now Maxim's evil, maybe. Ah, he's fucking...
You're kidding!
Oh my god, they did it again. They're such...
God damn it!
Guys. You can't be doing this with... I mean, the plot device of like, you keep going back in time and the same shit keeps happening in different ways. I like that. I've seen it been executed very well. This shit is not it. You gotta like let that shit simmer, you know? You can't just have it be like, you go back in time and then it's like they immediately blow up. Again. The universe wants Maxim to die. Okay? The goddess is getting pissed at it. She's like, I want that motherfucker exploded. Here we are again. Another rewind. And the timing was exactly the same as before. In the end, we couldn't stop that tragedy from repeating itself. But it did play out differently compared to the last time. Yeah, right down how the race was going. The part that stuck out to me the most was the size of the explosion. I noticed that too. It was ... I was not paying attention. I'm gonna say smaller. Compared to the first explosion, it was way smaller, and the cars are slightly less damaged. Yeah, maybe. You're right. I didn't see it as much detail as Fairy, but I did have the same thought. Yeah, same. I didn't just guess. What I don't understand is how it even happened. We definitely removed the bomb that was placed in Aslan's car. Then there must have been two from the very beginning. That's the only logical conclusion. I mean, yeah, you guys probably should have checked both. First explosion was caused by both bombs going off, but the second was caused by just one. But that way, the logic checks out. In summary, an explosive was planted on not only Mr. Aslan's vehicle, but Mr. Lugan's as well. Do I have that right? And plus, like, the way the trope works of, like, you keep traveling back in time and making changes, and no matter what, like, the same thing happens in a different way. Like, the way that, you know, is resolved is that you have to accept that, like, you can't change the horrible shit that's gonna happen, or you have to make some sort of greater sacrifice beforehand to prevent the situation from happening. But, like, having to just, like, we're just gonna go back, like, a couple extra times and it's gonna work itself out, it, like... You're not using the plot device the way it's supposed to be used. But yeah, I'd say y'all hit the nail on the head. You guys are a sharp bunch. Something tells me you stumped on who actually planted the extra bomb, though. Her saying extra boom, that seems in character. The ideas come to mind. We don't got enough material to narrow things down. Once again, it doesn't matter what's logical. It's probably Yume. And that brings us to you, Judith. I got a job that only a resident prowler could pull off. I see where this is going. You want me to stake out the Etois garage, right? Yep, limelight's all yours. Everything goes right, we'll have our other culprit. I mean, couldn't we just do the same thing we did earlier? What about the Ingert bomb? We just gonna leave it be? We may have to let Jack and walk for now. Can't we stop both at the same time? Apprehending him would be sure to cause a disturbance. If that puts the other culprit on their guard, we'll be right back at square one. Time's not on our side, so I'll get right to it.
Come out, whoever you are. Huh?
Oh my god, that's Yume with a bomb!
There's no room for doubt. It was right there in his hand. Still, him? I can hardly believe it. And there you have it. The culprit's none other than Maxim Lugan himself. But that begs the question, why is he sacrificing his own life just to take down a fellow competitor?
Are you guys stupid? Good work either way. Possibility did cross my mind. I still think it's Yume. Let's put a pin in it for now. I got one more favor to ask for our world-class Phantom Thief. Hashtag not my Phantom Thief. Shoot, at this point I may as well go the whole sleg. This time it's right up your alley. I want you to pull a heist. Let's time it while Maxim's guard is down, just before the race begins. That's what you'll be stealing? What else could it be but those two bombs? Sounds like my kind of fun. You're on. Can't you just steal them now? Wait, how do you expect me to steal from two cars at the same time? No one said you had to do it alone. Don't you got a top cat you can call on? Don't we have like a time limit? We got time for her to get fucking dressed up?
Here we go, folks. Our Z1 racers are all lined up at the starting grid. And what's this? We have a surprise gift and message from His Highness Prince Cherie. Glory to Calvard and glory to the Z1 Grand Prix.
Yep.
Haha! There's a surprise.
Didn't realize this was in the works.
Wow! Pretty colors.
What a lovely sight.
That prince knows how to put on a show.
So that's what fireworks look like. They're beautiful.
They sure pulled out all the stops.
It's not really the best time for him, though.
Indeed.
It's like fucking high
They
noon.
managed to do so in time is equally astounding.
Surprise fireworks? From Elsheim's crown prince of all people?
Hold it right there.
You are hereby under arrest on charges of attempted terrorism.
Huh? But what gave me away?
Typical Van. Always coming up with outrageous requests at the 11th hour. Regardless, we'll have to give Prince Sharid our gratitude for allowing us to use his name.
Yes. The guild is indebted to him once more as well. On to the next phase.
But like, I mean, I get it's like they said it would, so it wouldn't cause a scene, but like, couldn't we have just stolen the bombs when they left the garage?
Well, that was a nice little present. Okay, time to get my head in the race.
Target acquired. Wonder how it went on Grammy's end.
Already did it.
My transformations may be limited, but age hasn't dulled this old tabby just yet.
I actually stole the bomb before you even asked.
Limited? You're better at this right now than I've ever been.
Everything's going according to plan.
That leaves just one mission left.
Shouldn't we just like confronted Maxim and be like, bro, you're mind controlled?
Right. All we have to do is see this race through to the end. The rest is up to you, Van.
With that, Van and crew's third iteration of the Grand Prix started up anew. As expected, it came down to a head-to-head battle between Maxim and Aslan. Once again, the race arrived at that final ill-fated lap. And then, by God,
and we're down to the
it's Van with his truck.
Bring home the glory.
He's outspeeding them all.
Our new rising star.
Maxim, this is the day I leave you in my dust.
Aslan, you really have gotten more skilled.
But they got like a private line.
Maxim is moving to cut Aslan off.
Hit the detonator. No, it misfired.
Maxim's speed is dropping. Did he push in too hard?
Fine, then. I'll just wreck him the old-fashioned way.
Alrighty.
I knew it.
Let's do this.
I knew it. But like, how's he gonna?
The two are neck and neck.
Catch up.
And neither one is backing down.
Or is he gonna like crash into him?
They're this close to lapping the back of the pack. Wait, where'd that car come from?
It's Lino. They suck ass.
In the race? I thought they dropped out already.
They're getting lapped.
You're trading paint with me? Sorry, but I'm sending you off course.
Out of my way!
The champion stands his ground! What phenomenal handling!
And the red comet soars away. Didn't think he'd push back on that. But at least he's too far to ram into Aslan now.
Like, won't we get arrested?
Maxim catches up with a burning vengeance.
Of course.
The red comet's at full throttle, blazing ahead at unthinkable speeds.
Huh?
What a catastrophe!
He should be fine.
The two top contenders for victory have both gone out of bounds. We can only pray they're unharmed.
Then he starts fucking donkey punching him.
Maxim?
That crimson aura. That sudden burst of strength.
This way he prances away is so good.
Our champ was corroded from minute one.
Yeah.
He's headed for the parking lot. We'll have to drive after him. Quick.
Did you guys not realize that when he planted the fucking bomb on his car? From there, Van immediately rendezvoused with the others who proceeded to split up. They then took off in pursuit of Maxim, who they had located making his way to the suburbs. Yeah, this crazy fucking guy in a, jumpsuit running around with the other dude on his shoulder. Fucking
Where do you
weird.
suppose Maxim is headed?
Who knows? He sure isn't hurting for options. I let you three come because you insisted, but the second things get hairy, I'm dropping you off. Got it?
Yes, we understand.
Maxim.
That buffoon. Just what is he thinking?
Ketra, everything ready?
How are they gonna explain this shit? Like, to the public.
Yes, I managed to patch into the transceiver in his car.
That's the most interesting part to me. What's the PR explanation gonna be for why Maxim crashed into the dude and then fucking kidnapped him? It was out of an abundance of caution. He decided to try and take him to the hospital personally, instead of waiting for medical attention, because there's no way the medics could be as fast as the fastest man alive.
Reset, how's the communications link coming along?
The process is complete, Mr. Silesian.
Thanks. I'll initiate the call then.
You'd think they'd, like, fucking arrest Van.
Can you hear me, champ?
What in the...
Hope you don't mind us hacking your transceiver. Couldn't help but wonder what spurred this on. Thought I'd give you a chance to explain.
It's got nothing to do with you.
If that's the case, then would you be willing to tell me?
Paulette, you're the biggest victim here. But you won't have to suffer in silence anymore.
What?
I'll bring an end to all of it. So don't worry.
Maxim?
Finally awake, huh? Rotten bastard. You've gotten your sick kicks out of them for the last time.
But, like, okay, why would he blow himself up? I mean, I could almost understand. It's like, okay, he's been mind controlled into thinking Aslan's like a piece of shit and has been doing something to them. But, like, wouldn't you just plant the explosive on his car and then you crash into him or so, like, or even just detonate the thing without the
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because you've already got, like, nobody would suspect you. So if you just, like, detonate the bomb on the racetrack, they'd be like, oh man, it was the anti-immigration terrorists. So why would you need to blow yourself up?
This conversation is over. So do me a favor and quit following us!
I feel like it's just kind of like a little casual chase. It's like it's like a Sunday stroll chase.
Damn, we got cut off.
He said Paulette was the victim here.
Any idea what he meant by that?
No, it doesn't make any sense. It's not supposed to make any sense.
No, not a clue.
Huh?
Gonna make a time capsule out of you, Aslan. They'll be digging you up in 100 years.
This place is...
Dirk Memorial Park. The place he's never been able to let go of.
It's so stupid. Hey, those folks always come around and exterminate the monsters. Speaking of monsters, I just saw one walk right by. I didn't really do anything to stop him. I mean, I know it's something goes a kidnapping in progress, but shit, they don't pay me well enough to stop that shit. Well, yeah, someone forced away into the forested area. I think he dragged another person in with him, too. Probably to murder him. Probably it's like a fucking big deal. I probably should have done something, but, They were both dressed in racing suits, and the air about them was anything but normal. Please, sir, settle down. You're that bracer. What they call you? I read about you in a magazine the other day. We're here as part of a joint effort with the Intelligence Division. I'm Kincaid of the CID. Those extermination requests you mentioned were issued by me. Just so happens we've had 2 persons of interest flee into this park. My collaborators and I are in the midst of pursuing them. We'd appreciate if you could let us take things from here. I mean, hell, I didn't stop the guy who's gonna murder someone from doing anything. I'm sure as hell not gonna stop you guys. Go on in, partner. Like I said, they don't really pay me that well. I guess I can rest you the CID and the guild on the case. Here's the key. Best of luck to you. Why do we need the key? If they were able to get through, you know, we should be able to get through the same way they did. You smooth talked your way through that one, huh? Drastic times call for drastic minute. What he didn't smooth talk him? We now be Spriggans. This much should be within our bounds.
Now, with regards to what comes next.
We know. It'd be better for us to stay behind.
But...
Sorry, Yume, but it's just too dangerous to go any further.
Oh no, she'll come running in at the last second. She'll say something, then he'll snap out of it and be like, oh my god.
You don't have to worry. So be a good girl and wait for us, okay? We'll get Maxim out of there without a scratch. Promise.
Yes. Okay. I'll wait.
All right then. Let's get moving.
The forest area is to the left past the entrance, correct?
Yeah. The champ brought us there for a request last fall. We'd better catch up before it's too late.
Like, no, seriously, if we need a key to get in, how did he get in? Y'all seeing this? Great Twilight-ass vibe, man. Boy, do I. It's like we stepped right into another world. The area is completely corroded. Once more, the higher elements seem to be in effect. Maxim and Paulette made such good memories here. Yeah, it's got a special place in his heart even now. Like that was any excuse for him to dump his schmatzy love stories on us. Do you suppose Mr. Lucan's destination is the memorial tree deeper within? Without a doubt. Where Maxim and Paulette buried their time capsule 7 years ago. Now that's why. We won't be prepared for anything for treading in any further. Yeah, ready up, gang. It's go time. Yep. Truly one of the plot
that hits the
stories
spot.
of all.
So you know about the corrosion too, Renee?
Of course. Surveying and gaining an understanding of a situation is fundamental to my job. On top of that, the monsters are more of a threat than ever.
Right. We need to hurry, but stay alert.
And like another thing that doesn't make sense about it, which I mean, I don't know, should I be even talking? Because it's like the plot device is that it's not supposed to make sense. Like they wrote their story in such a way that it's supposed to be stupid. But
looks like a chest.
Like if Maxim thought Aslan had done some horrible shit to Paulette, wouldn't he just be like, hey Van, can you help me? Because obviously Van would help him. It wouldn't even be a question.
I smell treasure.
And then blowing himself up seems very silly. But, alright. Let's just run through. We probably, well, it depends on how long it takes. Only at 30. I guess we actually will probably start the fight.
Watch out! That enemy looks strong.
And look at that thing. It's fucking huge,
looks
brother.
Like a chest.
Oh. It was camouflaged very well. Nobody would have, no normal eye would have seen it, but through the effort of our all-seeing eye, we were able to find that chest.
You're a rowdy crowd, aren't you?
But like, yeah, no, it's very silly.
I smell treasure.
Just don't mind us. Just sneak it. No, you don't need to cast no spell, partner. ain't no need for things to get violent here. We're just taking a little stroll. See, the monsters are not so bad, honestly. People just kind of treat them bad, but like, you know, if you don't start nothing with them, they won't start nothing with you. I mean, occasionally they maybe hit like the back line, but like, well, that's why they're in the back.
Treasure.
Skirt. Ooh, hit 3. Van, I think, already has one, but do you? You don't. Wait, Van does have one, right? Or could we not afford it? Van, where are you? Oh, you actually don't. Well, okay, fine, whatever. Fuck me, I guess. Wait, no, it says we have 2. Who has my other hit? Oh no, we just never equipped it.
That otherworldly presence is getting stronger.
The memorial tree is just up ahead. Brace yourselves, everyone.
Will do. We'll put a stop to this thing. Paulette, Victor, and everyone else.
Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and put a stop to it.
Looks like we can rest here.
We'll at least do the cutscene, depending on how long it takes.
What is this about, Maxim?
We may or may not do the fight.
Anything. Like hell you haven't. It's your fault that Paulette... that Yume...
Stop right there, Maxim.
You let that man go!
Caught up already, have you? There's no use trying to talk me out of it. I'll do whatever it takes to see this through!
Guy's out cold.
All of this has something to do with Paulette and Yume. We can tell that much.
Yeah, we gotta knock him out cold so he doesn't see the crazy fucking phantasmal shit that's gonna happen when, I don't know, he turns into a demon or something and Van's gotta Hulk out.
But can't you give us the details?
And he's gonna wake up and we're gonna be like, ah, it was actually a practical joke. You're on candid camera. Like, wouldn't it be funny if you got kidnapped?
There's gotta be some way we can help make things right. Just like when we escorted you here to dig up that time capsule.
Point taken. You have a right to hear what's going on. I put out that request around 4 months ago. Back then, I didn't know a damn thing.
Inside that time capsule was a picture of Paulette, who you'd been searching for. Then came the kicker. She'd been at Monmar all along.
Yeah. I was dumbfounded. But what shook me to my core was the fact that she'd given her heart to someone else.
What?
That must be how things were rewritten.
And this new partner of hers.
You guys confirmed it with me, remember? It's Aslan. Right there on the ground.
Now we know his version of the story.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem to justify anything.
Even still, why take things this far?
Obviously, it came as a shock. But instead of chasing a lost cause, I gave up on the spot. It's only natural. I was the one who let things get to my head in the first place. As far as I could tell, Aslan was the sort who could treat her right. I was determined to be a good sport. To step back and give them a chance. But then I learned what this bastard did. When no one was looking.
And also, like...
He would abuse Paulette behind closed doors.
Why the... Like, because, I mean, at least with Ashen, they killed Van. Like, that was the end goal there, is that, like, we mind-controlled Ashen to kill Van. How does making Maxim kill Aslan advance our fucking plot, man? Why is this critical to our master scheme that we're gonna give away one of the super magical MacGuffins? That dude was like, I've been searching for them forever. At long last, I finally have them. Well, alright, time to distribute them randomly.
What?
And once again, he could just ask Van if he, like, thought this was true. And then Van would be like, wow, that's crazy. Let's get this fucking guy.
A case of domestic violence, huh?
This has to be another one of those twisted truths.
Yeah, though it's a little too plausible.
Because at least in Ashen's situation, like, she couldn't ask Van for help because she wanted to kill Van. Really, it would make more sense if Maxim thought Van and Paulette were in a relationship and Van abused Paulette. That would make more sense.
Not only that, but it turns out Aslan is being backed by a Central Eastern mafia.
Now, the idea that Maxim would be able to, like, kill Van is very silly too, but at least that would make more sense.
Say a peep to anyone and you might not live to regret it. Even threats like that weren't beneath him.
A Central Eastern Mafia. Quite an elaborate tale he's spinning.
After that, my mind was made up. I decided to save Paulette, no matter how much I had to dirty my hands.
Like, you think they're tracking you so well that they'd be able to, like, figure out if you got, like, a word to Van, but they weren't able to figure out that you, like, bought a fucking bomb? You know? The anything I said, he could have maybe known about, so that's why I couldn't tell you. Now, he didn't really seem to care that I went around buying bombs.
For her, I would gladly lay down my life. After everything I've put her through, this is the least I can do to redeem myself. If you really want to help make things right, then stay out of this so I can kill Aslan.
I don't know, this one might be dumber than Ashen's.
You can't be serious! We're not just going to let that happen.
Fine. Don't say I didn't warn you.
It's just if he kills us in a cutscene. If he kills us in a cutscene, then it's worse than Ashen's. If he doesn't, then maybe not. I'm not gonna fucking rah. It's that Julius, that Julius.
Its strength is that of a high-ranking cryptid. As for its appearance,
It's a dead ringer for that Archdevil that appeared in Pandemonium.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Just like when Ashen summoned that Nue.
I do not remember.
Spiritual energy spike detected. Wait, these readings.
Its spiritual signature lines up perfectly with Maxim's.
In other words, this devil is something born out of Maxim's psyche?
So his inner fire's on full display. This is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Damn it! We're gonna have to go for broke here.
No, we don't. They're like, hey, it's just like that thing you beat in the last game when you were weaker. And now you have Shizuna with you, who obviously is the strongest person in existence.
We should go on the attack.
Shit is so silly. I probably didn't need to do that yet. Just need to hit a lane.
There.
Taking point.
Don't stop
This
now,
is it,
Lane.
Kaleido! Master!
Ah, terror breath.
A chance!
Ah, you're so fucking scared. You don't even know how scared you are.
Activating drive.
Oh no, you poor fool. You picked the wrong element to be weak to, my dude.
Here goes.
Van, your turn. Oh. Ha! No, you don't.
Ah, freaking triple ray.
We'll win.
I got no S-Juice, partner.
Pressure him and move in.
Don't stop now,
Here I
Lane.
go. You're finished.
Oh, lol. He howling. No, yeah, you don't have LaForte.
You can do this.
As we've said several times.
Activating drive.
Zytha activate.
I owe you. Here goes.
Pressure him and move in.
Too slow. No, you don't. I'll remember this.
Is she absorb it? Elaine, why did you have...
Pressure him and move in.
I guess you have... Oh, because you have Carbuncle. But you're feared?
Judith!
I don't think we want to do it now. We want to wait. Let's go ahead and do it now to start. Increase the cap on the gauge. Oh shit. That actually fucking hurted. Oh, it's just Judith. I was like, where's my heal?
Zytha activate.
It's okay. Judith's fine.
No, you don't. Let me heal you.
Pal.
Oh, so you can't say pal. That's my thing, brother?
Chance. Here goes.
Wait, that shouldn't have made your thing tick down. Because isn't it normally like it ticks it up so that it doesn't count as a turn? Is it only if it's like on your second turn it doesn't count?
Keep it up. It's working.
Because, you know, like, if we were to do it right now, it would tick up to 3 and then tick back down to 2. Because I shouldn't have lost my boost there.
Van, your turn.
Not getting away. Blast off! Don't stop now, Elaine. Sucker!
Alright, well, I almost hit the wrong S-craft anyway, so...
You'll be sorry. Get it.
A chance. Grantham Light and heal.
We'll win.
Don't stop
Here
now.
Chance.
Okay. And then let's see. Why can I double?
Zytha activate. You can't best me.
Have some more.
Chance.
They're stunned.
Oh, I stunned you. I should have waited. I kind of forgot about stunning.
Let's finish this.
Oh well. You should be dead.
Your move. You mind, Elaine? Please. Van, your turn. Too slow. We'll win.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
I won't stop here.
What do you expect?
How did you manage to defeat that thing?
Maxim, you know Van can turn into a fucking evil creature of...
We've been around the block a few times, you know.
Like he was there when we fought when he transformed. 'Cause, I mean, it's not like... I mean, he should still remember that. I mean, he literally referenced the thing earlier.
This has gone on long enough.
And Van didn't
Now
even turn
release
into
him.
the thing.
I can't. If you're that set on stopping me, it'll have to be over my dead body!
Maxim.
You know, there's something that's been nagging at me. Who told you about this domestic violence business?
I read it on the internet. I mean, the Orbonet.
What does that have to do with anything?
It's from a trusted source.
Facts are facts. Who they come from doesn't matter.
Oh no. Oh man. This fucking world's cooked, man. We're all gonna die.
I don't think that's quite true.
Yeah, you would say that.
Even if you were fully
Woke-tard.
convinced, something must have planted the seed.
Exactly.
His words, not
You
mine.
said it was behind closed doors. If that's true, how'd you find out?
Right. It didn't seem to be from Paulette herself.
Yeah, I guess we're just gonna go ahead and finish this up.
Even if we entertain that thought, she would never disclose such a thing so easily.
So then,
Who was it? In hindsight, there's one other person who's been acting off since this morning. It struck me while we were exchanging small talk at Monmar, but it was even more apparent when we met later by the Ferris wheel.
It fucking was.
I don't know what
Was
you're
it? Is it
talking about.
evil Yume?
The one who came to you was Yume, wasn't it?
Like I said, everything I say is fuck. I'm really not beating the allegations, man. I don't need more of the comments that are like, you clearly played the game before and you're just pretending to be blind. Alright, I get enough of those in the Cold Steel. Because they're like, yeah, okay, I know you said that you're playing off a save so that you could use infinite bomb points right from the beginning, but you say it's blind, yet it says you have 70 hours on this save, so you're really not good at lying, are you? I get enough of that already. Alright, I don't need...
You're wrong!
And by get enough already, it's like once every 6 months, somebody will make a dumbass comment like that and it'll fucking tilt me for the rest of the day. Because I'm like, this is the sign that the humanity can't be saved.
No, he aren't.
I was about to say it would make more sense for a
It worked like a charm.
for Paulette to be like charmed also. But Yume I guess also fits.
Is that Yume?
Yes, albeit replicated via shard technology.
Normally I wouldn't be lending you a hand for something like this. But I did borrow her body that one time without asking. So I brought her over as a sort of apology.
Not my favorite game of tag in history.
Oh yeah, I remember the tail end of that.
Crap! I forgot you were here too. Well, whatever. You guys can wrap up the rest.
What?
I'm sorry, Maxim.
Yume, you don't have to say a thing.
You're always so nice to me. But all I did was make stuff harder for you.
So she's not mind controlled anymore? What?
It isn't like that at all. After all, you never knew about it. Isn't that right?
Like, I thought we were about to get evil Yume.
Today, on the Ferris wheel, I asked you for help. That's what made you do all of this.
So that's when she told him. But how did Yume find out what was happening?
'Cause I saw it. I saw that guy Osla doing horrible things to Mommy.
I mean, the one thing I'll give the, like, having it be Yume is, I think, a little bit smarter than having it be Paulette because, well, she's a kid. So her mistaking, like, it makes more sense for her to mistake reality or whatever. Like, I buy the fact that she's more easily, manipulated.
So that's how it went.
This is the cruelest rewrite yet.
But, like, it's still really dumb. And that also means that... So wait. So if Maxim only learned about it on the Ferris wheel, in that, like, hour gap, he confronted Aslan, or, like, he thinks he confronted with Aslan. Aslan admitted to being in the Mafia that's gonna track all of his movements, and then he was able to get a fucking bomb? Where'd the bomb come from?
But even still, Yumes.
And then, like, was Jacka, is he just, like, incidental? Was he, like...
It stings a little that you didn't come and talk to me about it.
Was he, like, also kind of set up at the same time? Like, why are we trying to kill Aslan?
Well, not like I can blame you. You were probably threatened yourself, right?
I mean, I will say that is a little weird, because it's like I guess maybe she's like thinking, oh, because I'm on the Ferris wheel, nobody can hear us or something. I could buy a kid thinking that. And like you may buy into the, you know, oh, you can't tell anyone or else we'll know. Does make more sense than Maxim.
Something along the lines of one word to that Spriggan and your mom and grandpa will get it?
Yeah. You're right. That's why I couldn't tell you. But that was bad of me. I should have known. You guys would be able to do something about it. And I know I could have done more than just ask for help. Back then, I should have asked you. Let's help Mommy together.
Once again, back then was like 3 hours ago.
You...
Don't feel like you have to do everything by yourself. Remember, I'm always here for you.
Was I... in the wrong? I'm sorry, Yume. Pamat.
Maxim. I feel sleepy.
She must have gone back to wherever she was before.
The Genesis. Who knew it was so close to home?
So Yume was the point of origin. And from there, the corrosion spread.
Oh god, that's so funny.
Still, at least this means it's finally over.
What, is nobody gonna be like, why are we trying to kill Aslan? Cause like, at least with Ashen trying to kill Aaron and Van is like, I get it. Even though you would think if you're trying to kill them, you would just send Swin to do it. Considering.
What just happened?
Or you would use the objects of infinite power in a more, you know, ostensible manner to destroy Van. You would just walk into his front door, knock, knock, I got a request. It's called, I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm.
Setting aside the more convoluted bits.
Yeah, what's the explanation of Aslan gonna be? I just need to, I need to see the news broadcast the day after. That's what I need. Oh, sorry, man. It was just a prank that we kidnapped you and like crashed your car, and you know he was saying all that shit about he was gonna murder you. He was just confused.
All this fuss Maxim kicked up, right or wrong, was for you and Yume. In a nutshell, he was trying to protect you two. I hope you won't hold it against him too much.
Well, I mean, you can't hold it against him because he was fucking mind controlled.
Don't worry. I understand perfectly.
I'm willing to let it go just this once.
I mean, he did try and kill someone and blow up himself for some reason. That just doesn't make any damn sense either. Like being like, oh, I gotta, like, as that being like the thing he comes up with. Doesn't. So like, I guess maybe he didn't know about Jacobin's bomb, so that's supposed to be the explanation of why he wouldn't just use that. But like, I don't know, I just feel like there'd be easier ways to get him than like, I'm gonna put a bomb on my car.
Sleep tight while you still can.
But I guess that does make a bit more sense if it's that the Jacobin thing was just completely incidental.
I've arranged for you to receive both transportation and medical attention. As for the details on what exactly transpired, I'll provide them on the drive over to the hospital. Is that agreeable?
Is that code for you're gonna fucking lie to my face?
Sure. I don't mind. My wounds don't seem to be serious anyway. More importantly, it looks like this misunderstanding has been cleared up.
With that, the turmoil brought about by Yume and Maxim's corrosion came to an end. The crash during the Z1 race was reported by the CID as being caused by Jacobin and the anti-immigration terrorists. Hey, we didn't fucking do it. Aslan, having been received a cursory explanation of Maxim's unusual behavior, promised not to go public about what had transpired. Ultimately, it was clear the Garden Master was the main culprit. All according to my plan, yes. I will convince the racer that the lady, that for some reason I know that they're an item, kind of, but not really an item. I know that because I'm the Garden Master. Yes. I will have him I will mind control the girl, yes. I'll mind control the girl. And then she will tell Maxim that Aslan is evil. And then Maxim will come up with a way to kill Aslan at the Grand Circuit race with a bomb that for some reason he's able to fucking get. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it to him because I'm the Garden Master. And then, when my machinations are complete, I will have killed a Z1 racer and it will be... my schemes will be advanced. Like, this fucker just... After enlisting Rin's assistance, Van and the team gathered to draft out a counter plan. Yep. Got a dang old Genesis back. You think Swin's thinking to himself, God, Ace is kind of like a fucking dumbass. Nope. Got some 1,500 mirrors. I can't even buy lunch with that shit. Okay, that's a bit better.
Those are impressive results. Then I'll update your rank.
Hey, Mirage and Water S+, that's pretty good. Removes buffs, all stats down. Yeah, that seems kind of insane.
That's just about perfect.
Was it just about, or is it perfect?
This was inevitable.
Why does Judith didn't even fucking do anything? Shouldn't it be Elaine, if anyone? And Judith's gonna be fast a fuck. Man, she keeps getting them +2 speeds. But alright, that's that's section down. Oh man. Next time I guess we're going back to the NPC mines. That one, honestly, that one was so unbelievably stupid that it crossed over into being good. Like, I think it was definitely dumber than Ashen's. Because Ashen, for some reason, getting mind muddled into thinking that they killed Aaron. I mean, not Aaron. Fucking, what's his name? Sal. And then wants to assassinate. It's very straightforward. It's dumb as hell and stupid. It does get the debuff from being like... Because at least from this point on, you know that it's like, okay, we're intentionally making, like, bad plots. Like, that's the joke. Is that they're like, what if the plots didn't make sense? But yeah, I don't know. I'm entertained, if nothing else, though. I am definitely entertained. Next time we'll hit up the NPC mines, presumably. I don't know if we're gonna, like, if we go back and do what Burgard wanted us to do, or how that works, or we get like another option. I don't know. Because I mean, presumably we have to do them both, but I didn't know if it's like it was gonna be like a time thingy, where like maybe, you know, oh, if you try and do one before the other, you get a fucking time game in and you got to go back and do the other route or something. Or if it's just like, hey, you can do one before the other if you want. So I guess we'll see whatever the hell think about what's happened, whatever that means. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.